K0QR, please stand by while I set up the repeater for net mode.
PL off.
The Denver Radio Club net will begin at 8:30. This is K0QR. QSD from the Denver Radio Club. Welcome to the Denver Radio Club net, being held on repeater W0TX. This is a meeting held on air every Sunday evening at about 8:30 p.m. Good evening. My name is Jim. My call sign is Kilo Zero, Tango Oscar Romeo. I'll be your net control station transmitting from Littleton, Colorado. If there's any emergency or priority traffic during this net, say break at any pause, and the net will be suspended until the emergency or priority traffic is completed. This net is for Denver Radio Club members and all interested radio amateurs. We're here to share information concerning any ham-related activities. Regular meetings of the Denver Radio Club are held on the third Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. And with the COVID-19 virus restrictions, we have virtual meetings, and we meet on Google Meets. And the address for that site you can get on our website on www.w0tx.org. Or if you're on our mail list, you'll get an email that provides the address information for that meeting. The next meeting will be on May the 19th, and an Elmer session is held at 6 p.m. just prior to our monthly meeting. And this session addresses any amateur radio questions that you might have. So whether you're new to amateur radio or interested in some new application of amateur radio, this is a session where you can get help. Also, every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m., except the third Wednesday when our monthly meeting is held, there's a learning net held on 145.490 megahertz and 448.625 megahertz. This is another area where you can find answers for your amateur radio-related questions. As a general interest club, we provide emergency communication for the Salvation Army, City of Wheat Ridge Police Department, City of Lakewood Police Department, the West Metro Fire District, and St. Anthony's West Hospital. We're always looking for members who would like to participate in this support. Please contact our club president if you'd like to help. Our current president is Jerry Vilhauer, W0GV. Jerry's telephone number is 303-467-0223. The Denver Radio Club website address is www.w0tx.org. Again, Jerry's telephone number is 303-467-0223. 467-0223.
W0TX repeater.
The Denver Radio Club also participates in the ARRL Volunteer Examiner Program. Again, with the code restrictions, we don't hold the VE testing as frequently as we did, or that we would like, but when we find a facility we can use to get adequate separation for those taking a test, we'll announce that time and place. We usually put that out on this net, and it's listed always on our club website. So if you're looking for some information in that regard, that's where you can find it. Also, we usually get some reports from other testing areas here in the metro area, here on this net. If you got other questions in regards to VE testing, you can contact our VE team lead, Tom Kashowski. His call is KC2CHG, and his number is 720-284-1911. This is the Denver Radio Club Net, W0TX, and this is K0TR serving as net control. Are there any special announcements or bulletins for the net this evening? If so, please call now.
November 0, Delta Bravo Sierra.
And 0 DBS, go ahead, Don.
Good evening, and thank you. The Laurel Patriot VE team leadership has asked we members and VEs to announce to everybody that we are looking for testers or testees, people to test for their license. Our services are free. You can find our schedule at hamstudy.org/sessions/W0PCT. Like I said, the sessions are free. We prefer you study and be prepared for the tests, but we are aggressively looking for people that are wanting licenses or wanting to upgrade. This is N0 DBS, and I'm returning to net.
All right, thanks much for that, Don. I do have you checked in. And before I move on, do we have any other special announcements or bulletins for the net? If so, please call now. Before regular check-ins, I'd like to welcome and invite any visiting radio amateurs to check into the Denver Radio Club Net this evening. During this net, we disable the requirement for the 100 Hz PL repeater access tone, so you can use either 145.490 MHz with a minus 600 kHz offset, or 448.625 MHz with a minus 5 MHz offset. Are there any visiting radio amateurs who would like to check into the Denver Radio Club Net tonight? If so, please call now.
KD6IQW.
And Net Control would like to welcome Kilo Bravo 6, Romeo Tango Whiskey. Could I get a name, please? maybe I got the call sign wrong. What I copied with Kilo Bravo 6 Romeo Tango Whiskey. If that's not it, is that close?
Not exactly there. It's Kilo Delta 6 India Quebec Whiskey. Yes.
Well, sorry about that. I missed that for a long ways. Just to get a name, please.
Yep, the handle here is is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and also have my son here, Kilo Echo Zero Zulu November Victor. We actually just sent our application in there to the Denver Radio Club a few days ago, so you'll see it coming through, but I figured we'd check in tonight before I got to send them off to bed. KT6IQW.
Oh, congratulations. Glad to have new ham on the net here tonight as well. So, and welcome, Mark. Glad to have you here. Just how did you happen to find us?
I was looking around for local radio clubs. I haven't been on 2 meters a whole lot. Of course, got my license back in '94, and my son took up interest back there in 2020 and took his tech and then his general. And we've been doing a lot of single sideband, but I played a lot on 2 meters growing up out in the West Coast, and so I started looking around for radio clubs so we can get more active in there. So anyhow, found you off of good old Google.
Well, very good. Glad you found us. Sure hope this COVID thing settles down so we can have some more face-to-face, because you usually have a very good turnout, and we always have, we try to have a good technical presentation each month. I certainly enjoyed the one we had this past, let's see, Wednesday, I guess it was. Seemed like it was just last week. But, yeah, could I get your son's first name?
Yeah, the son is Lyle, Lima Yankee, Lima Echo.
Well, very good. Welcome to the net, Lyle. And I'm sure that's a great joy for you to have a son with similar interests. So I don't have a son, but I have a grandson, and he's certainly got his license as well, and we certainly enjoy the hobby. So very good. Welcome to the net, and it sounds like you welcome to the club here shortly. So glad to have you join us, and please stop in any Sunday night that you can. We'd be glad to have you join us.
Yeah, we'll certainly do that. We're usually kind of shutting things down here around 8:30 to get kids in bed for the school for the Monday morning and all that, but we'll always try and get checked in there, and you'll hear us again soon. So appreciate the welcome, and we'll talk to you soon. Back to net. Kilo Delta 6 India Quebec Whiskey.
All right. Glad to have you join us there, Mark. All right, before I move on, have any other visiting radio amateurs like to check into the Denver Radio Club net tonight? If so, please call now. All right, next I'd like to welcome and invite any newly licensed or recently upgraded radio amateurs to check in. Please call now.
W0TX Repeater.
All right, I'll now take regular check-ins in groups, and please let me know if you have traffic when you check in. I'll get back to you. First, radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters A through E, Alpha through Echo. Please call now.
Kilo Charlie Zero Echo Foxtrot November Dave and Aurora. No traffic.
Kilo Delta
Delta 0, Delta Uniform Juliet, Chris in Denver, no traffic.
N0ETV, Lance, Aurora, no traffic.
November 5, Charlie Mike Kilo, Greg in Denver, no traffic.
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Alpha Foxtrot Quebec, Troy in Denver, no traffic.
Kilo Charlie 0, Charlie Zulu, Bob and Thornton.
Kilo Sierra 0 Echo, KS0E, Alex in Denver.
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Bravo Alpha Kilo, David, Lakewood, no traffic.
And Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. Started off with a double. I got K0DPR Paul, and I did not get the call sign of the second one. I did get, I believe the name was K. Could you come back, give me your call sign, please?
Kilo Charlie 0 Echo Foxtrot, November, Dave in Aurora.
All right, thanks, Dave. I missed the name as well, but appreciate the fill-in. And next I had KD0DUJ Chris, N0ETV Lance, N5CMK Craig, KF0AFQ Troy, KC0CZ Bob, KS0E Alex, and KF0BAK David. Make one more call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters A through E, Alpha through Echo. Please call now.
This is K1 DBC Daron, Kilo 1 Delta Bravo Charlie with traffic.
KA5 DKS Ken in Arvada.
Whiskey Delta 6, Delta Oscar Kilo Rich in Arvada, no traffic.
Whiskey 0 Bravo Kilo Sierra Barb in Wheat Ridge.
Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. K1 DBC Drone with traffic, KA5 DKS Ken, WD6 DOK Rich, and W0PKS Barb. Move on down the alphabet, and radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters F through J, Foxtrot through Juliet. Please call now.
W0GV Jerry Westminster.
And 0 GWM, Leon Lakewood.
Kilo 6 Hotel Juliet Victor, K6HJV, Tom, Arvada, no traffic.
Alpha 0 Juliet Kilo, AA0 JK, Fred in Arvada, good evening, no traffic.
Net Control, like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. W0GV Jerry, N0GWM Leon, K6HJV Tom, and AA0JK Fred. Make one more call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters F through J. Foxtrot to Juliet, please call out. Moving down the alphabet, radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters K through O, Kilo through Oscar, please call now.
Kilo 0, Kilo Papa Sierra, K0 KPS, Kevin Lakewood, no traffic.
Whiskey 0 Lima Foxtrot, Orland and Golden, and no traffic, over.
Kilo Echo 0, Oscar Sierra India, Tom Highlands Ranch, no traffic.
Kilo 0 Mike, Kilo Hotel, Keith.
Whiskey 0 Mike, Delta Kilo, Matt in Denver.
Net Control, like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. K0 KPS Kevin, WW0LF Orland, KE0 OSI Tom, K0MKH Keith, and W0MDK Matt. Make one more call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters K through O, Kilo through Oscar. Please call out. Moving down the alphabet, radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters P through T, Papa through Tango. Please call now.
W0TX Repeater.
Whiskey Bravo 2, Sierra Hotel Romeo, Stan in Denver, no traffic.
November 0, Tango, Romeo, Papa, Jim in Lakewood, good evening.
Kilo 0, Romeo, Charlie Whiskey, Robert in Lakewood, no traffic, over.
Kilo Echo 0, Romeo Victor Zulu, John in Lakewood, no traffic.
November 0, Tango, Oscar, Echo, Jim, Lakewood.
Kilo Bravo 9er, Quebec Delta Golf, KB 9er, QDG, Carl, Lakewood, no traffic.
And Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. W0B2 Stan, N0TRP Jim, K0RCW Robert, KE0RVC John, N0TOE Jim, and KB9RQDG Carl. Make one more call for radio amateurs. This call suffixes begin letters P through T, Papa through Tango. Please call now. Moving down the alphabet, radio amateurs call suffixes begin letters U through Z, uniform through Zulu. Please call now.
KF0UV, Marshall in Glendale.
November 0, X-ray, Romeo X-ray, Mark in Arvada.
Kilo Echo 0, Victor Charlie Whiskey, John in Denver.
Kilo 0, Yankee Echo Sierra, Kid in Broomfield.
Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. KF0UV Marshall, N0XRX Mark, KE0VCW John, and K0YES Ken. Make one more call for radio amateurs. Call suffixes begin letters U through Z, uniform through Zulu. Please call now. All right, I'll open up the entire alphabet. Radio amateurs call suffixes begin letters A through Z, Alpha through Zulu. Please call now. All right, it'll be a chance for late check-ins a little later in the net. And next I'll invite our club president, Jerry Billhauer, W0GV. Go ahead, Jerry. That is yours.
All right, Jim. Well, thanks for doing the net. Welcome, everybody. Looks like we got a good turnout this evening. Hope everybody's doing well and staying well. Just a couple things. First off, congratulations to Robert Messenbrink, NB0PN. He was our lucky winner of our drawing Wednesday evening for the HRO gift certificate. So we congratulations to him. We plan on doing that at every regular meeting. So just to add a little bit of something to look forward to. And the other thing is that we kind of working in the background on field day, and we possibly have a alternate site for field day. So that's about all we want to put out at this time, but be assured that in the background we're working on it, and we'll just say it looks promising, and that's about all I'll put out at this time, but keep field day in mind, and if we it's a lot of fun if we get to do it, and so that's about it for that. I can't think of anything else, so Jim, back to you. W0GV.
W0GV, this is K02R. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate that. And let's see, K1 DBC drone, you had traffic. Go ahead, and that is yours.
Great. Thanks there, Jim. K0TR, this is K1DBC. Yeah, to expand on that a little bit, in regards to Field Day, this is K1DBC, current Field Day chairperson. Last weekend of June, the 26th and 27th. And as Jerry mentioned, we're looking in regards to certain sites. We're still checking into the Chief Hosa campground as we visited in 2019. That might work out potentially, who knows? But we're also checking into some alternative sites. With that, though, I'd like to kind of just put out just some more official things on that. I'll be sending out an email with a sign-up form and a survey for what we can expect for turnout and or what you would want to see in Field Day. So, we're looking for volunteers, please. We're looking for people to have at the table, a welcome table for a meet and greet, checking people in, writing down their info, get on the air station. We're checking into meals as well, and we're also looking for any other sort of public relations, if you will. If you know of any clubs or other agencies, let me drop here for just a moment. So this is K1DBC. The W0TX Denver Radio Club. We work with the City of Wheat Ridge and City of Lakewoods. We'll be inviting them and sending out a public relation media distribution to them. But if you know of any clubs, other agencies that you want to invite, local fire departments, sheriff's office, Red Cross, etc., things like that, Aries clubs, let us know. So, if you're a member of the Denver Radio Club, expect to see an email coming out here soon with a sign-up sheet. And we'll try to put this publicly on our website. If you go to W0TX.org and there's a drop-down menu for Field Day, there'll be updates on that as well. So everyone is welcome. You do not need to be a member. You don't need to be licensed. Everyone is welcome to participate in Field Day as a volunteer or just getting on the air or whatever you like, any learning. We're more than welcome to take any help. So with that, at the moment, I'll go ahead and hand it back to Jim, K0TR. This is K1DBC.
W0TX Repeater.
K1DBC, this K02R. All right, thanks for that, drone. Sounding like we got a chance. It's always good after all this being housed up inside for so long. Get a chance to get out and get some fresh air. Let's hope. All right, I don't see anyone else that indicated they had traffic when he checked in. And this is the Denver Radio Club Net, W0TX, and this is K0TR Net Control Station. Does anyone have any other comments, information, or business for the net? If so, please call now. All right, another announcement, or it's a continuing announcement, I guess, just to make sure that everybody gets the word as we get closer to test day. But as I mentioned the last couple of nets, on the 26th of May, we will actually be supporting the Lakewood siren test. That's going to be on a Wednesday at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then 2 weeks later, we'll do the Wheat Ridge siren test, and that'll be on the 9th of June, which is again Wednesday at 11 a.m. If you participated, we didn't have one last year, but the year before, we'll have your name on the list and we'll be contacting you. The procedure we follow is that if you covered a particular site previous test, we always call you and give you the first chance to cover that site again. So we'll be contacting you here probably a week to 2 weeks ahead of the siren test and getting everyone signed up. If you have not participated in siren test, either one of the siren tests here 2 years ago, we'd be happy to get you involved and get you trained and let you give us a hand there in the siren test. We have roughly about 20 sirens in Lakewood and about 20 sirens in Wheat Ridge, and the test goes off at 11 a.m. in the morning at both communities. And what we do is just verify the siren is operational and the site looks like it's in good shape, that we don't have any damage, graffiti, and any evidence it needs repair. And just make sure the siren works in preparation for stormy weather coming up. So if you haven't participated and you'd like to, you can give me a call and we'll get you checked out. If I don't have any empty sites, I certainly can partner you up with another person at a site, and they can give you insight as to how they go through all the examinations and such. It's not a real difficult thing. The test takes in the area of about 15 minutes by the time the siren goes off, and we collect the information from those at each site. And we've not yet determined whether or not we're going to have pizza and soft drinks afterwards due to the COVID uncertainty. So we'll just have to kind of keep our ear to the ground, I guess, and see what happens here as far as what kind of relaxation and COVID restrictions we might have. But anyways, we'll keep you advised in that regard. And again, if you'd like to participate, and you haven't in the past, just drop me an email. My email is K0TR, Kilo Zero Tango Oscar Romeo at ARRL.net. So we'll get in touch with you and get all ready to let you help us out. We appreciate it. All right, make one more call. We have any other comments, information, or business for the net, please call now. All right, do we have any late check-ins? Please call now. All right, I'll go through and review next weekend's contests and upcoming Hamfests. Unfortunately, we don't have any upcoming Hamfest at this time. Hopefully that is going to change here in the near term as well. I'm sure that we got a lot of hams out there champing at the bit to get out and meet some of the fellow hams face to face and see what kind of gear there might be available. So let's hope for the best. This next weekend, we got the 10-10 International Spring Contest, and that begins on May the 1st at 0001 hour Zulu, goes until May 2nd until 23:59 hour Zulu. That's on 10 meters, and that's a CW contest. Next, we have the RCC Cup. It begins on May 1st at 0300 hour Zulu, goes through May 1st until 6:59 hour Zulu. That's on 80 through 10 meters. That's a CW and phone contest. Next, we have the ARI International DX Contest. It begins on May 1st at 1200 hour Zulu, goes through May 2nd until 11:59 hour Zulu. That's on 80 through 10 meters. That's a CW phone and digital contest. Next, we have the F9AA Cup, and that begins on May 1st at 1200 hour Zulu, goes through May 2nd until 1200 hour Zulu. That's on 80 through 2 meters, and that's a digital contest. Next, we have the AGCW QRP Party, and that begins on May 1st at 1300 hour Zulu, goes through May 1st until 1900 hour Zulu. That's on 80 through 10 meters, and that's a CW contest. Next, we have the 7th Call Area QSO Party. It begins on May 1st at 1300 hour Zulu, goes through May 2nd until 0700 hour Zulu. That is on 160 through 10 meters, and that's a CW and phone contest. Next, the Indiana QSO Party. That begins on May 1st at 1500 hours Zulu, goes through May 2nd until 0300 hours Zulu. That's 160 through 10 meters. That's a CW and phone contest. Next, the 5th Saturday Sprint. It begins on May 1st at 1600 hours Zulu, goes through May 1st until 1800 hours Zulu. That's on 80 through 10 meters. And that's a CW contest. Next, we have the Delaware QSO Party. That begins on May 1st at 1700 hours Zulu, goes through May 2nd until 2359 hours Zulu. That's on a 160 through 2 meters, and that's a CW and phone contest. And lastly, we have the New England QSO Party. That begins on May 1st at 2000 hours Zulu, goes through May 2nd until 2359 hours Zulu. That's on 80 through 10 meters, and that's a CW phone and digital contest. And a couple reminders. The High Noon Net, they meet daily at 12 noon, where early check-ins begin at 11:30. They meet on a frequency of 7.240 megahertz, which is on a 40-meter band. And the Salvation Army Saturnet, they meet at 1500 hours Zulu. That's 9 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. They meet Monday through Saturday on a frequency of 14.265 megahertz, which is on the 20-meter band.
W0TX repeater.
The Denver Radio Club maintains the following repeaters for use by all radio amateurs. The 147.330 megahertz with a positive offset, the 145.490 megahertz with a negative offset, the 224.380 megahertz with a negative offset, the 449.350 megahertz with a negative offset, the 448.625 megahertz with a negative offset, the 447.825 megahertz with a negative offset. Our digital turbo repeater operating on Brandmeister on 446.7875 megahertz with a negative offset. And our C4 FM digital repeater on 449.775 megahertz with a negative offset. The 447.825 megahertz repeater is configured for narrowband FM, and that requires a digital coded squelch of 073. There are two repeaters on 147.330 megahertz. The repeater in Lakewood requires a 100 hertz PL tone, and the second repeater located east near Franktown requires a 131.8 hertz PL tone. We have a second repeater on the same frequency out east to improve coverage along the Front Range and into the canyons. However, having two repeaters on the same frequency with two different frequency propagations, we ask that you monitor the frequency to assure neither is in use prior to making your call. The 449.350 megahertz repeater provides wide area coverage, and this repeater hosts our Echolink station, W0TX node number 4140. And the 448.625 megahertz repeater is linked with the 145.490 megahertz repeater. The repeater on 449.775 is now a C4 FM digital only repeater. Each repeater requires a 100 hertz PL tone for activation, except as noted, and each uses standard offsets. And for packet, we have the 145.050 megahertz gateway on 2 meters that is interconnected with the 14.105 megahertz gateway on 20 meters for packet QSO. And we have a 6-meter repeater on 53.09 megahertz with an input on 52.09 megahertz with a required 107.2 hertz PL tone. Your support of the Denver Radio Club is greatly appreciated. If you'd like to participate in any of the many club activities, please contact our club president, Jerry Vilhauer, W0GV. And again, I'd like to put on welcome to two of our visitors tonight, KD6IQW Mark and KE0ZNV Lyle. Appreciate you dropping by and hope you'll join us down the road. And I'd like to thank everyone for checking into the Denver Radio Club Net tonight. Your support is greatly appreciated. I hope you all have a great week. 7-3. And tonight we had a total of 36 check-ins, and the Denver Radio Club W0TX Net is now closed at 9:13, and repeaters available for regular use. This is K0TR, your net control station. And please stand by a moment while I return the PL tone to the repeater.
PL on.
And this K02R. Good evening to all, and I'll be clear.